Okay, here we go. I'm literally going to do my jumping routine while, I hope you can hear me, while I tell you about my latest weight loss. So thank God I'm back on the grind, losing weight again. My mind is right, my focus is getting better. Okay, so today it's November. It's like the week before Thanksgiving. And you guys know I've been on and off compounded semaglutide. Once again, I'll show you the pill bottle while I jump. So I'm back on the compounded semaglutide. This is technically 250. That doesn't make sense. Somewhere on here, it's like the 2 milligrams. I take it once daily beneath my tongue. And thank God it's kicked in. It's finally kicking in. This time, last year I did the injections and those were cool. I lost a lot of weight. But then when I stopped because I needed to save money, the weight came back on. So I'm like, no. We got to stay in Wonderland. In fact, by the time I go take my bath, soak in a whole bag of Epsom salt, one of the routines I've been doing, before I even eat my breakfast, after I have my coffee, soaking in the tub, hot bath. I'm a bath girl anyway. So soaking, I've been actually soaking for about an hour some days, if I can slide it in there. That's the main thing. Incorporating exercise into my daily work routine, finding that work-life balance. So that's why here, I'm like, rebounding is great for us. I bought this Bellicon rebounder. I think I bought it like a year or two ago, and I kind of was hiding it in my closet, but now I'm like, pull it out, make room for it. If I'm watching a 20-minute YouTube video, why not jump, bounce, rebound. So many good benefits supposedly for your cells, your body. Hopefully contributing to my overall healthy weight plan. So I do this. Let's see how long I can go. Maybe 20 minutes while I tell you about my kind of like a 5-fold plan for weight loss. That thank God it's working. I think of like the 5-fold ministry. It reminds me, whoa, things look like they're really bouncing. It's the lights I'm looking at too. So anyway, I've been doing my coffee in the morning. That staves off hunger a little bit. And I actually put a tea bag, some days, not often, like the detox tea. So anything that contains senna leaf, SENNA. That's something I've done on and off throughout the years. Not too much of it. Nothing you want to get overuse, but it helps when you're on semaglutide because it helps keep things moving, but you don't want to abuse it and overuse it. So I literally steep it with my coffee. Like I make my coffee in my Keurig, and every few days or every blue moon I'll put a dieter's detox tea bag in there, let it steep a little bit, not too long. I put my creamer and my coffee in there, drink it up, helps keep things moving. So that's kind of like one thing. Another thing you really want to do, continue to prioritize protein. Prioritize protein when you're on this semaglutide. I saw this woman yesterday post on Reddit. It was great. She even posted it. She's on semaglutide. I don't know which kind, but she has lost a lot of weight. But she was like, oh my goodness, I lost all my boobs. Now that'll happen normally when you're losing weight. And she's like, I lost all my butt. And she was kind of like flat as a board. And people were telling her, girl, you got to do some squats. Somebody said something about air squats. Whoa, I wonder if it's these. Whoa, they were like, butt to the ground. So I don't know if it's those. I can hear my knees sometimes. I hear it. It's the left knee. I worked out yesterday. It was great at the gym. So you have to focus on protein you know, whether you're on semaglutide or not, when you're losing weight, we want to keep our muscles. So, bouncing on my Bellicon. So, focusing on protein, one thing I've been doing is ordering like the protein package from Omaha Steaks. And seafood, they have seafood, burgers, steaks, all that. We have the air fryer we can cook it in, or their seafood seasoned so perfectly. Like one of them, like the bourbon fillets. Now I can't eat too much seafood. I find like it makes me itchy, maybe just a teeny bit allergic. So I can't like do salmon every single day. This one woman I used to work out with, Carrie, she was great. When she was really overweight, the way she dropped her first 50 pounds, she was like, I'm just gonna eat tilapia and some kind of spinach every single day. And she literally did that every single day before she started even working out, getting in the gym, just to give her the motivation to drop the pounds. That's when she really was like, look, I don't want to be this overweight. I don't know how much she got up to, but she lost a lot of weight. And eventually, of course, she didn't just eat tilapia and spinach every day, but that helped motivate her to get like the first 50 pounds off. I don't know what she ate for breakfast. So anyway, that's what she did. But I was thinking, it's one way to focus on the protein. Omaha Steaks, getting their protein packages or, you know, whatever. And even I stopped in Myers, it's this grocery store I love, yesterday, and I found these huge salads. And I was like, whoa, this will work perfectly for my routine. It's like chicken, one was Southwest, one was maybe ranch or whatever. And they have tons of protein. Like, it's a big salad. You're supposed to share it with 2 people, I guess. But I was like, I'm eating this whole thing myself. Because yesterday, for example, thank God this helped me lose weight. For example, I usually get the Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls. They're like 500 calories. They might be a little greasy on the greasy side. I could do healthier there. But they have protein. They have sausage, potatoes, cheese, whatever. Microwave them, zap them. They're done in 3 minutes. It's easy. I'll probably have one after I finish this jump and after I take my bath. So it helps me keep my caloric content in my head, just rudimentary, quick math. 500 calorie breakfast. It's kind of really like a brunch, early lunch, because I don't really eat it sometimes till 11 a.m. That's all I had yesterday in the morning with my coffee. Yesterday, around 11. Ran errands, did what I had to do. Did my workout, a great workout. I've been going to the gym, back in the gym, at least maybe twice a week, some weeks. I hope to, get that up, because I've been so focused on work, so focused on YouTube, Things can spread when we sit here, because, on my main channel, researching all those videos can take a long, long time. And, before you know it, the day gets away from you. You've been working 12 hours on a video, and I'm like, oh, it's too dark outside. I can't even walk my dog. But at least I have this where I can jump. At least sneak 20 minutes in. I probably won't make it to the gym today. And at least if I can get 20 minutes, half an hour of jumping in, then at least I've done something. This is supposed to be very beneficial for our cells and our lymph nodes and whatever the heck it's doing. I think it's working. And I don't know if you can see this, but I also use it, if you could, maybe you can still see me. I also use it as a way to, if you want to do dips, like whoop, whoop. And whoa, I do it like, if I want to do stretching, I can use it as a stretch station. And then when I'm not using it anymore, literally, I know my bedroom is like, whoa, but hey, if it's working, I just fold it up like that. So back to jumping to tell you more about the 5-fold weight loss plan. Okay, so had the 500 calorie bowl breakfast. Be careful that you don't fall on these. Get a sturdy one. Bellicons are great. This sucker was like $500 or $700 or something. I'll try and put the links to Amazon below, hopefully, if I remember. 500 calorie breakfast. Then I went to Myers, and before that I worked out. My thing I've been loving are these Starbucks iced energy drinks. I hope they keep them forever. I think they only come in venti size. There's tropical, citrus, and melon burst. So I go back and forth. So before I hit the gym, and you need a little something. Like I had that 500 calorie breakfast, and I did eat like a little, not a protein bar, kind of like an oatmeal bar, whatever. I think it was like 100 calories, whatever. So I was up to 600 calories at that point. Stopped at Starbucks before the gym, got one of those venti melon burst or tropical. They're so good. It's like carbonated. It's a lot of caffeine if you're caffeine sensitive. I mean, thank God for getting me through this kind of panic attack I was having last week. I was saying the Lord is coming soon. By his stripes I am healed. Perfect love cast out all fear. I was literally saying different scriptures to myself. My heart was like, rode the wave and didn't go screaming out of the room. Anyway, if you're caffeine sensitive, be wary. The iced energy drinks have about 200 milligrams, I want to say, of caffeine. That's like 2 cups of coffee. But I felt like I needed it, by the time I'm getting to the gym. It's around, 230-ish, something like that. Need a sip of water. Another thing, drink lots of water. Flush it out. Flush that weight out. Breathe it deeply. That's the #1 way we lose weight. I saw in a study, through our exhalations. You would think it would be through urination or defecation or through sweating, which of course we do a lot of. I was sweating on that treadmill yesterday. So I literally take my iced energy coffee drink, start sipping it, get to the gym, keep it with me right there on the treadmill, sip, 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 listen to some music, start getting amped, walking for about 33 minutes, drinking, get more amped, run through at least one song. I was running through Kendrick Lamar. Don't kill my vibe, don't kill my vibe. So just getting myself amped, back how I used to challenge myself to run through at least one song. Crank up the treadmill on the incline, get it sweating. Had a great shirt on I love from Noli Shop. It's like, I love the compression stuff, and it had the thumb holes. This one doesn't, but it was great. So I did all that. And after I did about 33 minutes of cardio, then, I get back on the weights, all the different weight machines, kicking it back up to how I used to, working the legs. I did the TRX, those ropes, seeing if I could still do the, one leg squats and all the crazy stuff. And then, so I did about, 20, 25 minutes worth of the weight machines. Showered. The hot tub was open. I did the hot tub for about maybe 10 minutes or so. Showered again. And that's when I got to Myers. So by this point, I had only eaten around, 600, 700 calories. And so I don't know how many, it takes a lot to burn off. I don't know how accurate that treadmill is. It says, oh, you burned 169 calories. I hope it's true. So let's say, and that's another thing, the iced energy does not contain that many calories at all. That's why I like it. I like the taste. It's not too sweet. I was like, oh no, is this one of those 200 calorie drinks? It is not. I think, don't quote me, they might only have like 5 calories. It's something really low. So they must use artificial sweetener, I'm thinking. If you're allergic to that, please check that too. So 700 calories consumed. Maybe I only burned off 200. So I was about 500 at that point, maybe. So it's like 5 o'clock by the time I make it to Myers, and I find those great huge salads meant for 2 people. I'm like, I'm consuming this. Roughage always does good with me. Remember last year when I was just getting those Chick-fil-A salads, that helped in my weight loss. So I was like, Emilio, no, I was like getting a lot of roughage. You know, that fiber, that's another thing that helps us on the semaglutide, really keep things moving. The best part is it has chunks of chicken. You know, the one I had last night had corn and little Southwest chips and dressing. You know, it's some good calories in there. I was like, whoa, because it gives you the half nutrition facts, so I had to double it. So I think it said 370 calories. That must be with the 2 dressings they give you, which I used both of them. So in my head, let's see, 740 calories. So that was another 740 calories. So what's that? If I just add the 740 to the 500, that's 1240 calories. I had another bar because I do sometimes crave a little bit of sweetness. You know, before I have been like chowing down on the candy and potato chips, even on the semaglutide. Thank God for changing my mindset, my desires. Now I'm like, oh, okay, candy's gross. It's not gross, but it's just in moderation. At Myers, I wasn't buying any bags of chocolate for me. I'm like, my family can have them. I'm not really tempted by them. Or if I do, it's nothing wrong with 1 little, 2 little pieces of chocolate. I just don't need to be like, whoa, cookie monster, chocolate monster. I don't need all the ice cream and the sweets and the, you know, I'm really motivated because my sister and I are planning on taking a cruise in May. So I'm like, now's the time. You know, it's November. May is about 6 months away. That's when the weight loss can become easier in a way, or better, if I know I've got 6 months to do this. Not like, I need to get this done in 12 weeks, you know? I don't want to lose too rapidly. I want to look better than I did before, where, you know, keeping the muscle, not like that girl on Reddit who was like, and they're like, girl, you got to do some weight. You got to get some protein. I don't know if she's been getting any protein. So, jumping. I was about, let's just say 1250 calories by the time I gobbled that salad down. The best part about that salad, even though it was 740 calories with the dressing, still had a lot of roughage. I didn't eat the little tomatoes. I don't really like them, the little ones. And it had chicken. It had like 36 grams of protein. And that's what I need. Like, I need all these sources of getting protein. Like the salmon I got from Omaha Steaks. Yeah, I forget how much protein, but it's good protein. It's flavored great. I can cook it on the stovetop, or even a lot of times I just broil it because our oven's broken, but our broiler works. I broil it right there. I don't even have to put it in the air fryer. Broil it right there. I had some lemons on it. I can mix it in with a different salad. Like, even if I get a salad from the grocery store, or my husband will get it from me, and it has chicken, cucumbers, all that stuff, but it comes with like teeny bits of chicken. And you know how we're supposed to eat protein as big as our palm, basically, based on, you know, our weight. What is it? Like, when I get down to 150, Lord willing, in Jesus' name, He's going to the Father for us, for me. So, when I get to 150, that means I'm supposed to be eating, what does that mean? 15 grams of protein every meal? Something like that. You can Google it. I should know all this time. So, I add on, even if is a grocery store salad. Like the Myers one had great protein in and of itself because it was double portion. It was meant to be for 2 people. 36 grams of protein in one meal is great. That's amazing. From chicken too, not just from a protein shake or whatever. Anyway, sometimes with these protein packages, meat, seafood, whatever, from Omaha Steaks, I just want to order them randomly. You know, they have sales and stuff. It turns out to be a good deal. It's less expensive than DoorDash. Like, you might be able to get a few things for $150. Just keeping that protein ready, like right there in the freezer. I can rip it open frozen, broil it. I put water in there, broil it on low. You start smelling it, make sure it's cooked well, flakes easily with a fork, the salmon, it's ready. I drop that on top of a salad, a grocery bought salad. And I'm like, okay, I still have my roughage. I'm just realizing salads really work well for my body and weight loss. It's that fiber, no matter what, spinach or romaine. I really love romaine, even iceberg lettuce, whatever. Getting all that roughage in me. It's almost like scrubbing out your insides is what it feels like. Throwing extra protein on top, that's a meal. That's very satisfying. So I also, to top it off, like to give myself a little dessert, I got these, what is it? Not Nutri-Grain, Nutri-Valley, whatever these bars are, dark chocolate. They're only 100 calories each. So it's like, in a way, I've had my sweet dessert after I ate that big old salad. And then I was like, I don't need to binge on anything. Like, I know we still have chips in there. Like, I had my little binge, a little bit of chips this weekend, had a little champagne, you know. So I don't necessarily need to give up that. If I want a glass of champagne over the weekend, fine. Like, don't deny myself too much, as long as I still see the scale going down in a healthy way. I think that's cool. So you don't have to feel like totally restricted, you know, like when I did fitness competitions and it was so restricting. Like one time I didn't even eat fruits for like 6 weeks, or, you know, nothing. I remember even feeling guilty for eating one of those salads from Donato's because it had chicken and cranberries, those sweet, yummy cranberries, and that yummy feta cheese. Oh, sounds good. Like, that would be perfect now. But it was such a restrictive way of thinking, because you're like, oh, I'm going to be on stage in a bikini in front of people. I got to really try and get this cellulite away. And, you know, it's all that. But I'm not trying to get there. I'm just trying to, I want to be, first and foremost, healthy, healthier, and in a place where I feel comfortable on the cruise. And, you know, I can move around. See, this is good. It's working up a sweat. And I feel like I'm not even, you know, they say you can bounce like this. Feel like I'm not even doing that much. This is good on days when I'm not in the gym. Getting a little workout in, can still get my work done like I'm doing now. Updating you guys on my progress. So yeah, I'll keep updating and tell you my weight. But so yeah, 5-fold. Let's get back on it. I've done a little senna leaf detox in with my coffee, not too much. Prioritize protein. Get to the gym, of course, or get here, you know, moving. Weight training. Like, this is cardio. I love good cardio. I love the bouncing. This is not too high impact. It's not like really stressing my joints. It's helping my joints. So the strength training and everything. The baths, believe it or not. Taking a bath can burn calories. I'm a bath girl anyway. I don't know what a shower does, but submerging yourself in hot water, I literally looked up, it burns calories. I'm doing it anyway. I can still be researching cases on my phone for my, you know, main channel while I'm soaking in Epsom salt. A whole bag full. Water, I don't know if that was really my 5th one. I know there's 5 things I'm doing. Drinking a lot of water, yeah, working out, prioritizing protein, cutting the sweets, not out completely, reducing them. Thank God for the semaglutide. Trying to make sure I'm giving you guys everything. See, right now I've bounced about 25 minutes already. And what else? I think that's it. Just trying to keep the balance. I don't want to take away from my career, focusing too much on the physical like I've done in the past. I need a good balance. This is a great balance. Maybe this was it, bouncing. But thank God for all of it. Ooh, look at that glow. Thank God for it all. So this is, bless God, motivating me to keep the weight loss going. You know, I was teetering like at 201.11, and now I know when I go soak it off, well, already I'm sweating weight off, and delaying breakfast. I think that part of it helps. Part of it, some of it is I'm not too hungry in the morning. Once I have my coffee, I'm good for a while. And I don't necessarily need to eat like I've been doing at 9 a.m. So it's not really like an intermittent fast. Maybe it kind of is. Ooh, maybe it kind of is. But I've already had my coffee, so I think that's, you know, where it stops if you've already had coffee. But still, I think that might help, delaying breakfast for me till around 11. So then I feel like I'm eating a breakfast / lunch, get my iced energy, yum. Work out, work it off, work it out, build the muscles. That's the main thing, just doing whatever. I like machines. I mean, I've liked boot camps and all that, but I always like to lift heavy, and I have to calm myself down to not lift as heavy as I used to. But just getting back into the, you know, if you just go to a gym and you're doing like the ab machine, I could barely do that sucker yesterday, but I'm like, I'll build back up to it. And the leg machines, like my legs are kind of sore, my abs are a little sore. You know, the leg extension machine, the hammy machine, the pull downs, the rows. Just watch videos, do proper form, or if you're more of a class person, you know, find a class that'll inspire you, whether it's Zumba or whatever it is, whether it's walking alone. Just be safe about it. Wherever you can get in some movements, heck, get a Bellicon. This is worth it. Even though I was like, oh no, it's one of these exercise machines that I purchased that I won't use, but now I'm back on it. I'm glad it's not going to waste. Like, I have a $1,600 treadmill in there. We've used it some. I need to use it more. I need to just commit to use it more now, because I do like walking and running on the treadmill as opposed to walking. I love walking outside when I'm walking my dogs, you know, but I'll get some time in, I guess both ways, but I like the treadmill. And I have this Roman chair in the basement. I have weights. Basically, if you buy it, just use it. I've looked up the benefits of rebounding again, so I'm like, look, it can just stay in this corner. I can flip it up. But if I find myself just sitting there and not really doing anything else, or if I can multitask, like now, I just jumped for 25 minutes while I spoke with you guys and gave you tips on my semaglutide journey, weight loss. So by the time I soak it off in the tub, you know, the Epsom salt, it feels so good on the muscles. You know, I know I'll be down in the 190s again, and the goal is to get back to a healthy weight for my height, which is like 5'11", whatever. So 150s, I feel comfy, you know, 140, I've gone down to 137 for a stage weight, but I don't feel like that's my normal walking around weight. Maybe 150s, 140s, whatever, and just to feel comfortable on the cruise, to help the weight loss not happen too drastically. You know, you don't want to like be like, you know, like, you don't want to lose everything. So I think that's everything I wanted to say. Hopefully, if you're taking it, semaglutide too, or even if you're off of it, whatever, it's finally bless God, it feels like it's finally kicking in. I've been on it since, when did I start this? Was it April or later? I feel like it was later than April. You guys know, if you look back when I started this new tablet journey, I should know. Quantity 60. This is through Henry Meds. Henry Meds is where I got it from. And they, you know, like they let you you talk to a nurse periodically, and they, you know, FaceTime you, figure out how you're doing. And I was like, I'm really motivated too, because the next time I go on there, I want to keep putting in a weight that's lower, that shows I'm making progress. But that's what I've learned. For the main thing is I really have to work with this semaglutide. When I did the injections last year, that was more like, I won't say it was easy, but it immediately reduced my appetite, and it immediately had me just wanting like Chick-fil-A salads and maybe some yogurt. And towards the end, I was eating a little bit of junk food, but I lost so much weight. I was, how many pounds in 8 months? Was it 50 something pounds in 8 months or whatever? Just look back at all the videos on this channel, you'll see. And so I did lose muscle, and it was rapid. And then I tried to go back on the injections with my local provider earlier this year, and it made me sick as a dog. The first injection, only 0.25. I don't know what happened, but it felt like taking poison. I was so sick. Thank God for healing me. So I was like, let me try these tablets, because they feel gentler to me, and they're so gentle. At first I was like, oh no, is it not working? But now it feels like it's finally kicked in. I'm all the way up to the 2 milligrams, the highest dose you can take daily in the morning. I just put one under the tongue, and half an hour later I can drink my coffee, let them, you know, dissolve. And now, bless the Lord for answering prayers. I was like, please help me. And now it's like kicked in. It's like my mind is focused more on get your protein, get your exercise, get your water, you know, delay your breakfast if you want to, soak in the Epsom salt, do senna leaf tea here and there, not often, you know, keep things moving. Get basically your fiber, get these good foods, get lettuce, get veggies, and get protein. Order it from Omaha Steaks. That's my place. I'm loving these days. You know, order that. That way it's just there, so I don't have any excuses. Like if I have a freezer piled up with, I don't know when they expire, but if I fill up the freezer with like salmon or good steaks or whatever, I can still be here working, researching, throw salmon in the broiler, let it broil, stock up on some salads when I can grab them when I'm out. That way, add the salmon to the salad, or add the chicken breast, whatever I do, to the salad. So you have the protein. It's more affordable than me door dashing all the time. And DoorDash when I need to, I guess, but I'm feeling like I shouldn't be. I was door dashing so much, I felt like I can't even DoorDash anymore. Like it was giving me errors. The last time I tried to use it, I'm like, maybe this is a sign from heaven. Just order your Omaha Steaks. They'll be here day after tomorrow. All this salmon and all this seafood, that's a good source of protein. Get all the meats, red meats, iron, and all the good stuff you can eat. You know, pair it with some good roughage. I think there's something about the raw veggies. I know people on the raw veggie diets would attest to this. My body is working well with raw salads, add on some cooked meat, boom. Can still have my dressing, my croutons. I'm not going to get crazy restrictive with it. When you're too restrictive, I think that's what makes you not stick with it. You know, even training back in the day would be like, oh no, even those protein bars, you might as well be eating a candy bar. Like, if there's too many restrictions, then it makes it, I don't know, it kind of makes you go, sometimes it might make you go, oh, forget it, I'll just eat this whole bag of chips then. And even if I do have a pig out session, I don't even want a pig out session, but let's say even if I did have a pig out session and ate a half a bag of chips with some wine, oh well. I tell myself, okay, now you can take it off. You're back on the plan. Your mainstay every day is healthy, great, lean protein. It doesn't have to be the leanest in the world, but it can be lean protein. It can be seasoned like the bourbon salmon fillets or whatever. They taste great. fine, I know that adds on extra calories, but it's better than like suffering or, you know, saying I'm going to do something I'm not. I love lemon. If I can get lemon in there, maybe some olive oil somewhere. I know there's replacements I can do. And just get that raw roughage, that great bed of lettuce, whatever it is. Cucumbers in there, even better. Cheese in there, who cares? Carrots, watch out. Organic carrots, there's an E. coli issue. But whatever, throw it in there, get that great protein in there, get my butt moving, get on this Bellicon, get to the gym where I really tend to work out harder, get my iced energy, run through at least, you know, like I think yesterday I was running through almost a 5-minute song, you know, pick it back up until I can run the whole 5K without stopping like I used to. Just get back on it, not hurting my knees or anything crazy. Get back on those weights, different machines, work it out, do something different. Jump in the steam room, jump in the dry sauna. I bless God I'm able to go to a gym. You know, my husband and I, it's like $100 a month. I know not everyone can do that. If you can find a gym that you like, that works for you, or whatever works for you, work it out. It's not even necessarily about the gym anyway, even though strength training is very important. It helps our bone density. It helps us as we age. Even though that's not the end all be all, it does help. The eating is the main thing. So even if you're eating better, getting your protein, if you can do a at-home workout, that's great. Let's see if I can stand up. I know I can. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed my little sweat session. Not too sweaty. I don't like showing sweat. I hope this helped. I plan to do whatever I can to help keep this channel up, help give tips on as you see me losing weight and just getting myself together. Thank you guys for being here. You help inspire me with my sweatiness. Now I can jump in the tub, and then I still have a salad in there from Myers. Love them. And it's already, I know, okay, I already have that salad in there. 36 grams of protein, very filling. The protein is so filling that it makes you not want to pig out. Like the chips, there's basically no nutritional value in that stuff. That's why people just want to, you can eat a bag of chips and still be hungry, not satisfied, because it's like not fulfilling. Oh, it's not fulfilling. But thank God for fulfilling things, for the fulfilling Savior, saving my soul, answering prayers, and pray too. Not to sound too much like the Way Down diet, even though I did that back in the day. Gwen Shambling. Oh, can you believe what happened to her? But I did follow her for a while. But yeah, it's being fulfilled, filled up with good stuff, good, excellent food, wonderful, excellent Holy Spirit, filling me, filling us, answering prayers. Pray over it. Pray over your weight. Pray over what you should eat in Jesus' name, and just look for the clues. Like, I feel like God is saying, maybe I need to chill out on all this DoorDash, fill up my freezer with Omaha Steaks so I know I have some good protein right here, so I won't be as tempted. You know, if I don't have, when you don't have as many things in the fridge that are good to eat, that's when you can fall for eating stuff that's not as great for you. So having it there, preparedness, that's part of it, and getting back in the routine. And I plan to get more in the gym, even more as the year end begins. But I want to start it now. Like, why wait till January? Some people wait till January, not necessary. Start it now. I'm like, even before the holidays, even before Thanksgiving. So I know I can get some good protein from honey baked ham, Lord willing. Not that the ham is maybe the best source, but the turkey. I can focus on that turkey and the veggies, and there's ways we can make choices so I can like continue on this weight loss path. 6 months is a good amount of time. I mean, before it took me 8 months to get down, but I was heavier going in last year. So this time I have 6 months to, you know, just get back better into that 150s range that I prefer, in a good, healthy, gentler way. It's possible. Whoa, with God, all things are possible. Thanks for watching all this. See, it turned out to be 40 minutes, even though I didn't jump the whole 40 minutes, but a nice 40-minute video. I get up that's hopefully helping people. and tell you my whole new plan, my way of eating. Things change. Every single time I trained for different 4 or 5 different competitions, I did different eating plans each way. Some stuff I'll never do again. More on that later. But thank you so much for watching all this. God bless with your eating plan. Take care.